And we'll just arrive wherever we are. So whatever has already happened today, we'll put it aside for now. And whatever we think might happen later on today, we'll say, you know what, I don't need to worry about that right now. And we'll put ourselves firmly in the here, in the now, in this body, and just figure out where the most comfortable position is for you. So if your legs are crossed, uncross them. If you want something behind your back, great, make yourself comfortable. If you feel like you're kind of cold and constricted because you're feeling, chilly, put on another layer. Or likewise, if you feel too hot, make yourself as comfortable as possible. All right. And we'll just arrive with some nice big breaths in through the nose and let it all out into the belly. And exhale all the way. And one more in through the nose. And make the exhale really long this time. And then we'll settle in. So find your natural breathing pattern. Find what works well in your body. Not trying to control the breath. Just letting the breath breathe you. And we'll just bring a little bit of movement to all of the major joints. You do what works for you. We'll start with the neck. I'm going to do a few head rolls, but you might also like to tip the chin and look up, or you might like to linger on one side and breathe a few times on one side and then breathe a few times with the opposite ear towards the shoulder. Think about what works in your body and where you're feeling any type of constriction. And then we'll move into the shoulders. Again, you can do these one at a time or both together. You can alternate. You can get really big in the shoulders and get the whole arms involved, or you can keep it really small. It's really up to you. This is just about, one, relaxing the muscles, and two, expelling some of the energy that sometimes gets bound up when we live our lives and then we come to sit and we find ourselves a little bit agitated. So sometimes moving is a really great way to get ourselves ready to meditate. We'll move into the wrists. We can do this a couple different ways too. You can point the fingers down and up, or you can turn the wrists. You can interlock the fingers and move the wrists. You can push the wrists away and stretch the upper back. There's a lot of ways that you can add some movement into your fingers, into your wrists. You decide what works for you. We don't have to do everything. We don't have to try everything. Try, one or two things and say, okay, yeah, that was pretty good. Or, next time I'm going to try something else. And then we'll work our way down into the hips. We can rock side to side, left and right, and we can rock forward and back and tip the pelvis under and kind of do some little seated cat-cows if that feels good. Or if it feels good to you, you can do some big hip circles, or you could do one leg at a time and rotate one hip around and then the other. Kind of up to you. Just seeing how the body feels. We don't need to push ourselves. We don't need to go all out. We just want to see where we're at today in this body, right here, right now. And then moving into the knees and ankles, maybe we do some ankle rolls or point and flex the toes, or open and shut the knees, or do a little bit of marching, pressing into the toes, lifting the heels, pressing into the heels, lifting the toes, whatever works in your body today. And then we'll slowly make our way into a more still position. So if there's any other movement that you would like to do, if there's anything else your body's asking for, some twisting or going back into one of the movements we've already done, go ahead and do that. Give yourself that gift. And then we'll ease our way into a meditation posture. And I know some people have it in their head that, oh, you gotta sit in lotus position and hold your hands a certain way and self-support, but I'm a real fan of what's comfortable in your body. So if you want something behind your low back, put something behind your low back. If you want to lay down, lay down. If you want to sit up, sit up. If you want somewhere in between, wonderful. Find a position that you're going to be really comfortable in, so that you're not thinking about any aches or pains or constrictions. Instead, you're thinking about the breathing, about the mind, about connecting your meditation to your body in this moment today. Then close your eyes. And if that's not comfortable for you, that's okay. You can lower your gaze. You can make your eyes go a little fuzzy. And we'll again arrive. So how do we feel? Do we feel any different than when we first sat down? And we'll start with some grounding breaths. We're just going to breathe from 12 to 1. You don't have to breathe in a certain way. You don't have to do anything special. Just inhaling. And on your exhale, count 12. Inhale. And on your exhale, count 11. And keep going like this. And it's fine if you lose track, just start again. It's not really about getting from 12 to 1. It's about staying here in the present moment with our breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing slowly, breathing gently. And being comfortable. So if you find that there's something that you need to do to make yourself a little more comfortable, it's okay to move mindfully into a more comfortable position. And then, no matter where you are, it's okay if you didn't quite finish. We'll take one more inhale and a long exhale. And we'll let go of the counting. Come back into the body and set an intention, if you like, for your practice. So we like to set these as something in present tense, something positive, something as if it has already happened. I am kind to myself and others. I have all the time that I need. I am generous. I am healthy. Whatever it is, borrow one of mine or come up with your own. Send it out into the universe. Let the universe conspire to help make it so. We'll state our intention 3 times, accompanied by a breath. And then we'll bring the attention to the crown of the head, just right above the skull. We'll take 5 breaths from this space, this crown chakra, where we have access to the infinite wisdom of the universe. Inhaling and exhaling 5. taking whatever wisdom you need, letting it wash over you. And then moving into the third eye space, right between the eyebrows, the seat of your own intuition. Sometimes we dismiss what we feel or what we think we know because we want to do more research or we want to ask other people's opinions. But sometimes we have the answers we seek if we can just trust ourselves. And this is where we can find it in our third eye chakra. And we'll linger here for 5 breaths. And take your time. Bring your attention into your throat center. Give yourself permission to speak your truth. And we'll take 5 breaths from here. And take your time on your next exhale, moving into the heart center, cultivating some joy, some positive emotions as we take 5 breaths from the heart. And then carrying that positive emotion into the upper belly where the solar plexus is, and breathing 5 breaths from the upper belly. Take your time moving the attention into the low belly and breathe all the way into the belly. And long, slow exhales for 5 breaths. And then finally into the root, into your seat. Let the seat hold you and breathe 5 breaths into the base of the spine. And then letting go of the chakras, taking a moment to scan and see if there's any places that are tense or tight. Sometimes it's the hands or the shoulders or the jaw. See if you can separate the teeth. See if you can roll the shoulders up towards the ears and back and lower the shoulder blades down the back side of the body. And allow the fingers to open wide. And we'll go into rotation of consciousness, just gently allowing your mind to rest on each body part as it's named. And if that's tough, just thinking about the body part, don't be too hard on yourself. We'll move quickly, and it's okay if it feels fast. We'll do the best we can, starting with the right hand thumb, the right index finger, the right middle finger, and the ring finger, the right pinky finger, the palm of the hand and the back of the hand, right wrist, the right lower arm, the right elbow, and the right upper arm, right shoulder, right collarbone, the right side of the torso, and the right hip, the right upper leg, and the right knee, the right lower leg, and the right ankle, the right top of the foot, and all 5 toes, the big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, and the 5th toe. The whole right side of the body, the right leg, the right arm, the right torso, and all 3 together. And then coming over to the left hand thumb, the left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky finger, the right back of the hand and the palm of the hand, the right wrist and the lower arm, the right elbow and the upper arm, the right shoulder, the left shoulder and the left collarbone, the left side of the torso and the left hip, the left upper leg and the left knee, the left lower leg, the left ankle, the left top of the foot, and all 5 toes, the big toe, second toe, third toe, the fourth toe, and the little toe. And the whole left side of the body, the left arm, the left side of the torso, the left leg, and all 3 together. And then thinking about both legs together, and then both arms together. And then thinking about the right arm and the left leg, and then the left arm and the right leg. And then we'll go through the back side of the body. So coming back to the head and the back of the head and the back of the neck, and the right shoulder blade and the right ribs, all the way down to the right lower back, the right buttock, the right hamstrings behind the knee, the right calf muscles, the right heel, and the sole of the foot on the right side. And then back up to the top of the head, the back of the head, the neck, and the left shoulder, and the left shoulder blade, down the left ribs to the left lower back, the left buttock, and the left hamstrings behind the knee, down to the left calf, the left heel, the left sole of the foot, and the whole back body, from the top of the head all the way down to the feet. Breathing into the whole body. Breathing into the upper half of the body and into the legs and into the right side and into the left side. And then breathing from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head, and from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes, and letting that breath be expansive. So slowing down the inhales, taking a long, slow sip of air, and exhaling as if you are blowing out birthday candles or blowing bubbles into a drink where you're trying to use all the air, make it last, make it last, make it last. And when you get to the absolute end, inhaling slowly and deliberately from the tips of the toes up to the crown of the head, and exhaling from the crown of the head down to the tips of the toes. And then we'll let go of any breathing patterns. We'll let the breath return to normal. Come back to that intention if you set one in the beginning of our time together, reminding yourself and reminding the universe to help conspire. So looking for opportunities to practice your intention and allowing the universe to help guide you on your way. We can start making some micro movements with the hands, with the toes. Maybe you turn your head from one side to the other. Maybe you stretch out the arms, arch the back. And when you're ready, there is no rush. If your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes. Thanks for practicing with me today.